Welcome back, student. This is our very important class. See, in earlier class we already discussed what is function overloading. I again say function overloading is nothing but it is the same name function but the different argument, means its requirement is different, its operation is different but the name is same. This means function overloading, the overloading the function. Okay, and this is the main program of function overloading. This is very important program. And earlier we discussed the program of default argument. Okay, and this is the as compared to default argument. You see, this is up to this is question. Okay, write a program to illustrate working of function overloading as compared to default argument. Okay, earlier program is default argument, previous program was, and default argument some drawbacks are in default argument, but that drawbacks are overcome in function overloading. You see it. Calculate interest amount using function overloading. See, this two is header file and this is the function number 1. Okay, this symbol I already told you in earlier year, first year, that this symbol means this is not executed. This is for only understanding purpose. Means this function is #1 means this is for function 1. Okay, here we use 5 function, 5 times similar function we declare 5 times, means function overloading. Void amount, and also I have to write, but there is no enough space. After this I have write void amount. This is function 1. Okay, see, argument is float. Principal means this variable PRINC, prince means principal, int time, and float rate. Time is as variable declared data type, int principal declared as float, and rate declared as float data type. And this is the input statement. \n principal amount and principal. \t means step, time years. This is for unit, time unit is years. And \t rate, and last one is interest amount. And what is simple interest? You already get this thing in school mathematics. That simple interest is principal into rate into time. Okay, PRT divide by 100, but in rate we already declared this is as a pointer. That's why this is already divided by 100. That's why we directly write principal into time into rate, because here rate we don't declare as a take as a 8% or 9%. We declare something like 0.08, 0.09, because this coding does not recognize like how we declared that 8%, 9%. He declared like unit. Okay, float means unit. 8% means 0.08. That's why this is already divided by 100. That's why we don't need to write here divide by 100. This is principal into time into rate. Okay, this is the function 1. Here this is function 2, and here function 3. This is all are similar. You see what is the difference here? Float principal, int time, float rate. Here see argument is float principal, int time. Float rate is not declared. Why not declared? Because float rate we already declared as the value is 0.08. See you. In here I again tell this float principal, int time, float rate, we declare 3 variable: prince, time, rate. Prince means principal amount. Okay. But in this function 2, we declare only principal amount and time. Rate is not declared. Why? Because rate we already take as a rate is 0.08, means 8%. But in here rate is not declared. Rate is we take rate in the output. When output will be coming, we take the rate, means rate of interest. But in here rate of interest we already declared default value 0.08, means 8%. And in function 3, what difference? Same. But in here we take time. Time is what? Sorry, this is not, this is float rate. Okay, this is float rate. Okay, means here we declare principal amount and rate. Time is not declared here. Why? Because time is we already take as 2 years as default argument. I hope you understood the difference. Here we take 3 variable: principal, time, rate. Here we declare principal and time. Here principal and rate. Where we take the value of variable In function 2 we take the rate of interest directly 0.08. In function 3 we take the time is directly 2 years. That's why we don't need to be right here. When here the value is coming time 2 years means no need to write here. Okay, because we already declared is 2 years. When the output will be coming soon, then is 2 years is directly executed. Okay, here that's why here writing principal into 2 into rate, and here writing principal into time into 0.0. Directly we define. Okay, directly we define the rate in input, but here we take all will be defined in output. Okay, this 3 are function 3. I erase it. Total 5 function here, 5 type of cases. Okay, 5 type of cases. You note down this part and you writing below. Okay, first of all you write this, after below this your copy, and then below this section I write here because there is no enough space. This is very long program. You see, I erase it. You note down from the beginning. This is very important because this type of program is coming in practical exam also. That's why it is very important. Okay, after this you write, after this I write here void amount. Here we take int time float rate. Okay, and this is function number 4. After this is function number 4. This is the same type principal amount. Here we take input principal amount directly, we take 2000 because I hope you understood, because here we declare only time and rate. Principal amount we directly declare in input, and this is for time. This is for time. This is for rate. Interest amount 2000, time, rate. Okay, time, rate, and last one is case 5 function 5. Okay, here we take only principal, means rate and timer we already in defining input. Okay, you see out principal amount, time is 2 years, and the rate is 0.08, means 8%, and interest amount is what? Principal into 2 time, and 8% is rate of interest. Okay, you see, I tell you up to this I already discussed. Here say in 4 number case, 4 number function, what is the difference? Here we take int time and float rate. Principal is declared in here input 2000 directly. That's why there we write 2000 into time into rate. And here we take only principal. Time and rate we declare 2 years 0.08, means that's why write principal 2 into 0.08. Okay, and after this I erase it. You write serially. After this we have to write main function, and we take the case. How many case? Case 5, because we declare function 5, means that's why we write case 5. See, int main first is case 1, amount is 2000 f for float, okay. Second is case 2, amount 2500 f and 3/4 time, and third is case 3, amount case 4, amount case 5, amount 0.07 f, and last is return 0. You see this. How many cases we declared? 5 cases. Case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5. Okay. And in case 1, we declare only principal amount. 2000 f means float number, only principal amount. Rate and time are declared in input. And which function rate and time are declared in input? Case number 5. You see, case 1 is for function 5. Okay. Don't like that the case 1 is function 1, case 2 is function 2, case 3 is function 3. Don't like that. Don't you be pattern like that the case 1 is for function 1, case 2 is function 2. This is wrong pattern. You see, you just logically thinking that here we only take what value? Principal amount value. Only take principal amount value. Okay. I tell you output is like that principal amount we take in main function 2000. Okay, 2000 f mean 2000.0. Why 0.0? Because this is float. We take principal as a float, na? Principal data type is float, and this is 2000. If that's why we 2000.0 f means float number. Okay, why 0.0? Because this data type is float. See, here principal amount is 2000. I write here 2000. Actually 2000.0 f, same thing 2000. But which function has already defined rate and time? You see that in function 5 we declared 2 years 0.08 means time and rate are already defined by user. Okay, we define 2 and 8% in input, and main function 2000 means principal, and this for case 1 is for this case 1 is for function 5. Okay, rate is what? Rate is 0.08, time is 2 years, means ultimately 2000 into 0.08 into 2. If you simplify this, your program will be already by simplified by the compiler, but I show you 320. Your interest amount is 320. This is for case 1. Okay. See, in case 1 is, I hope you understood. Case 2. Now case 2. Case 2, you see, case 2, which value is here? Principal amount, and 3 means time, because time in integer. Okay. Principal amount and time. And principal amount, I again tell you that 2500.0 f means for float value, float data type, and 3 is for time. And which function has only the rate value? You see, which function has only the rate value? And the rate value, I already erased what you see in your copy. Rate value is in the only function 2. Rate value is only in the function 2, and which the rate value is, means this case 2 is for function 2, No need to write here this because in coding part I write is for your understanding part. If you wish to write, then you copy, you just write it inside for understanding purpose. But in when you done your computer, then no need to write here in like that. I write this condition and this function is for understanding. Then which case is for which function? Okay. In when you done in your computer, then no need to write this. Okay. This is for understanding. Don't be puzzled. Okay. Means case 1 is for function 5, case 2 is for function 2. And 2500 input, I don't write the principal amount time, you understood already. That's the printing statement is already coming. I directly write principal amount, time and rate is 0.08. Means if you simplify, means 2500 8 by 100 means 75.8. Is 600. Your interest amount is 600. Okay. And see for case 3, what is principal, time, rate? All are here coming in main function. Means which function have no default value. And this case number 3 is for function number 1. Case 3 is for function number 1. Why function number 1? Because in function number 1 we have not any default argument. Means input you see in function 1, all principal, rate, time are variable, not any value we take. Okay. In input you see, that's why here case 3 we all declared here principal amount, time, rate, because in function 1 we don't take any value in default as a default argument. You see, that's why this directly coming. And what is the output? I directly writing 11 by 11 means I think 759. In case 3 the same interest amount is 759. Okay. And now case 4, I hope you understood. I tell you, man, time and rate means which function have principal value. And which function has principal value? This means this is for function. No, don't this. Time and interest. Okay. Okay. This is for function 1, 2, 5, 3. Okay, function 3, and last one is for to 0.07. Function 3. What is function 3? Case 4. Case 4 we have 2 and 0.12. Okay. And function 3 we have, okay, okay. Case 3 we have, case 4 is for function 3 and case 5 is for function 4. Okay. You just check it. In here directly coming 2000 into 2 into 0.12 and here coming 2000 into 6 into 0.07. Means your output will be in case 4 480 and case 5 840. You just calculate it. Okay. Means case 4 is function 3, case 5 is function 4, because your time and rate interest will be 2000. And here also in case function 3, principal amount, time and rate. Okay. And function 3 you just don't confuse. Function 3 principal amount is don't declare. Principal here they are also function 3 time and rate is declared, and their time is 2 and here time is 2. These all are same. You see in function 3, time is 2 and here means default argument and this argument are same. And interest is 0.12 means 12%. And then your principal amount is by default 2000. In principal amount is by default 2000. In here case 4. Okay, principal amount is default 2000. And here this is for function 4 case 5. Principal amount is 2000. This is time and rate. You just calculate, then already coming. Again I am saying this case 4, this is function 3, and find function 3, principal amount is not declared. You see, time is also time and rate. These two you see, these two are same. Here also time and rate, time and rate. But case 4 you see 2 is the time, and which function is the time is 2 years. In function 3, time is 2 years. That's why it is be directly taken as function 3, and principal amount is by default 2000. Okay, this is easy program. You just check it from the beginning that you already understood. Just you note down this from the beginning. Okay, and this is the ending of chapter 3. I beginning now chapter 4. Chapter 2 and chapter 3 are very short. Just see chapter, this function overloading, last program, exam, this topic are very important, function overloading. Many time coming in practical exam also, this type of program is coming. Now, chapter 4, classes and object. Means what is class and what is object. Okay. Okay. What is class? Class means, you see, means this is a, suppose in your class. Okay. In physical class means what? Class means the group. Okay. Group of object means actually. Classes is definition is instantiation of an object. Instantiation object means some object. Suppose school is a, if you take school is a class, mean in school how many object? Means suppose in the class mean period, your room number, roll number, everything inside in the class. Suppose you take your account is bank account is class, then account number, account type, account holder name, everything in inside the class. Classes means actually group of object. Okay, you see, you write down what is class definition. A class is a way to bind. A class is a way to bind the data describing an entity and its associated functions together in C++. Class makes a data type that is used to create objects of this type. Okay, you see this. What is class? A class is a way to bind a data describing an entity and its associated function together. And in C++, class means a data type that is used to create object of this type. Okay, means I already told classes means group of object. Means in class, suppose account is your class, bank account means your account number, your account holder name, your account type, that all is coming in data member and member function. And object is nothing what you would say. Object is what object? Object is already declared. The object is something, you know, things. Then that's why class is actually suppose your data member. Data member is also object. Member function is also object. And I write down. You will just note down this. This is actually book definition. The class is a way to bind the data describing. Means an entity means this is an object. Like object and its associated function together. Associated function means suppose in bank account, suppose we take class means account number is your object. Mean in its associated function means what is the function of account number? Mean this is all together in a class. Okay. And what is the function of account number means if this is the unique value, this is accessible by all different customer in bank. That means this type of functions all are coming in your account, and that's why what is class means it's all combination of object, means all combination of things. Okay, and in C++ class makes a data type that is used create object of this type, and class also make a data type. We declared, you understood clearly in later.